The plans for the Thompson Tower sprawl across my desk, intricate lines and measurements demanding my attention. But my mind wanders, fixating on the empty space beside me in bed this morning. I glance at my phone. No messages from Evelyn. Again. "Mr. Jacobs?" My assistant's voice crackles through the intercom. "Your 2 p.m. is here." I clear my throat. "Send them in, Sarah." The door opens, and I plaster on my best professional smile. "Mr. Chin, welcome. Please, have a seat." As I walk the client through our proposal, a familiar ache settles in my chest. 5 years of marriage, and lately, it feels like Evelyn and I are drifting apart on separate rafts. The meeting wraps up, and I find myself staring out the window at the New York skyline. My phone buzzes. A text from Evelyn. "Working late tonight. Don't wait up." I type out a response. "Delete it. Try again." "Okay. Love you." I hit send, knowing I probably won't get a reply. Later that evening, I'm nursing a scotch when the front door clicks open. Evelyn's heels clack against the hardwood as she enters. "Noah, you're still up." I turn, taking in her flushed cheeks and slightly disheveled hair. "Hey, how was girls' night?" She hesitates for a split second. "Oh, you know, the usual. Lots of gossip and wine." I nod, not quite meeting her eyes. "Sounds fun." Evelyn moves towards the bedroom. I'm beat, heading to bed. "Wait," I say, standing up. "I was thinking maybe we could watch a movie or something. It's been a while since we've had a night in together." She pauses, her back to me. "Rain check." "I've got an early meeting tomorrow." "Sure," I mumble. "Rain check." As I hear the shower turn on, I slouch back onto the couch. The distance between us feels like a chasm, and I don't know how to bridge it. The next morning, I wake to an empty bed and a post-it note on the nightstand. "Had to run. Dinner with the girls tonight. XOE." I crumple the note, tossing it in the trash. This isn't the first time. And a nagging voice in my head whispers it won't be the last. At the office, I can't focus. The blueprints blur before my eyes as my mind replays every interaction with Evelyn over the past few weeks. The late nights, the vague explanations, the way she tenses when I try to hold her. A knock at my door jolts me from my thoughts. It's Ben, my best friend since college. He takes one look at my face and frowns. "All right. Spill it. What's eating you?" I hesitate, not wanting to voice my suspicions. But Ben's always had my back, and right now I need someone to talk to. "It's Evelyn," I admit. "Something's off." Ben raises an eyebrow. "Off how?" I run a hand through my hair. She's always out late, barely talks to me anymore. And when she does, it feels, I don't know, forced. "Have you talked to her about it?" I shake my head. "I've tried, but she brushes it off, says everything's fine. She's just busy with work." Ben's expression darkens. "Noah, man, I hate to say it, but it sounds like—" "Don't." I cut him off. "Don't say it." He holds up his hands. "I'm just saying, maybe it's time to do some digging for your own peace of mind." I laugh bitterly. "What? Hire a private investigator to follow my wife?" Ben's silence speaks volumes. I look at him, realization dawning. "No, absolutely not." "Noah, you're my best friend. I was in the army, remember? I got the skills. Let me help you." I stand up, pacing the office. This is crazy. I can't spy on my own wife. "Can you live with not knowing?" Ben challenges. Because from where I'm sitting, the not knowing is tearing you apart. I stopped, staring out the window at the city below. The thought of Evelyn with someone else makes me physically ill. But the uncertainty, that's a slow poison. 1 week, I say finally, turning back to Ben. "You've got 1 week. And if you find nothing, we never speak of this again." Ben nods solemnly. "Deal. I'll start tonight." As he leaves, I sink into my chair, a mix of dread and relief washing over me. One way or another, I'll have answers soon. I just hope I can handle the truth, whatever it may be. A week crawls by, each day a torturous mix of hope and fear. Evelyn's behavior hasn't changed. If anything, she's grown even more distant. I find myself analyzing her every move, every word, searching for clues. It's Friday afternoon when Ben calls. We need to talk. Not over the phone. Meet me at O'Malley's in an hour. My stomach churns as I make my excuses to leave work early. The short walk to the bar feels like a death march. Ben's already there when I arrive, a grim expression on his face, and a manila envelope on the table. Hey, I manage, sliding into the booth across from him. So, what did you find? Ben pushes the envelope towards me. It's not good, no. I'm sorry. With trembling hands, I open the envelope. Inside are photos, dozens of them. Evelyn leaving her office building, but not alone. A man I don't recognize, younger, with his hand on the small of her back. The two of them entering a hotel, kissing in a secluded corner of a restaurant. His name is Jason, Ben says quietly. He works in her department, started about 6 months ago. I can't tear my eyes away from the images. How long has this been going on? Based on what I've seen, at least a couple of months. Maybe longer. A waitress approaches, and Ben waves her away. I'm grateful. The thought of food makes me nauseous. There's more, Ben says hesitantly. I got video. My head snaps up. Video? Of what? He pulls out his phone, tapping the screen a few times before sliding it across the table. You don't have to watch it, but it's there if you want proof. I stare at the phone, my finger hovering over the play button. Part of me wants to smash it, to pretend none of this is happening. But I need to know. I press play. The footage is grainy, clearly taken from a distance. But there's no mistaking Evelyn and Jason stumbling into a hotel room, hands all over each other. The door closes behind them. That's from 2 nights ago, Ben says softly, when she told you she was working late. I pushed the phone away, unable to watch anymore. I think I'm going to be sick. Ben slides a glass of water towards me. Drink this. And breathe. Man. I gulp down the water, my mind racing. What do I do now? Do I confront her? Kick her out? Pretend I don't know? That's up to you, Ben replies. But whatever you decide, I've got your back. I nod, grateful for his friendship. I need to hear it from her. I need to look her in the eye and give her a chance to come clean. Are you sure that's wise? Ben asks. She might just lie to your face. Maybe, I admit. But I need to know if there's any remorse, any hint of the woman I married. I need to see her reaction. Ben sighs. All right. If that's what you want to do, just be prepared. People can surprise you when they're cornered. I gather up the photos, shoving them back into the envelope. Thanks, Ben, for everything. I know this couldn't have been easy for you either. He claps me on the shoulder. That's what friends are for. Now go home and figure out your next move. And Noah, don't do anything stupid. I manage a weak smile. No promises. As I leave the bar, my phone buzzes. It's a text from Evelyn. Running late again. Don't wait up. My fingers tighten around the phone. No problem. I type back. Take your time tonight. I'll be waiting. And this time, I'll be ready for the truth. The hours crawl by as I wait for Evelyn to come home. Each tick of the clock is a hammer blow to my heart, every car passing outside a false alarm that sets my nerves on edge. The envelope of photos sits on the coffee table, a ticking time bomb of betrayal. It's past midnight when I hear her key in the lock. I stand, my hands clenched at my sides as Evelyn stumbles in. Her cheeks are flushed, hair slightly mussed, a sight that used to make my heart race, but now turns my stomach. No. She blinks, surprised to see me. What are you still doing up? I force my voice to remain steady. We need to talk, Evelyn. She frowns, setting down her purse. Can it wait until morning? I'm exhausted. I bet you are. I mutter, then louder. No, it can't wait. Where were you tonight? Evelyn's eyes narrow. I told you, I was working late. What's this about? I take a deep breath, steeling myself. How do you feel after sleeping with him? The color drains from her face. For a moment, she's frozen, mouth opening and closing like a fish out of water. Then something shifts in her expression. Defiance, maybe even relief at being caught. You know what? She sneers, her voice dripping with venom. It was fantastic. Far better than your small, limp dick. The words hit me like a physical blow. I stumble back, shocked by the cruelty in her tone. How long? Evelyn laughs, a harsh, mirthless sound. Long enough to know what I've been missing. Jason's twice the man you'll ever be. Why? I choke out. Why didn't you just leave if you were so unhappy? She shrugs, a cruel smile playing on her lips. The money was good. And watching you fumble around, trying so hard to please me, it was almost cute. Each word is a dagger, twisting in my gut. But beneath the pain, something else is building. A cold, hard anger I've never felt before. Get out, I growl. Evelyn blinks, caught off guard. What? I said, get out. I roar, gesturing wildly at the door. Pack your things and leave. Now. She takes a step back, finally realizing the gravity of the situation. No, wait. Let's talk about this. We can work it. There's nothing to work out. I cut her off. You made your choice. Now live with it. Evelyn's facade cracks, fear creeping into her eyes. Where am I supposed to go? I don't care. I spit. Go to Jason. Go to hell. Just get out of my house. She opens her mouth to argue, but something in my expression stops her. Without another word, she hurries to the bedroom. I hear drawers opening and closing, hangers scraping in the closet. 10 minutes later, she emerges with a hastily packed suitcase. She pauses at the door, turning back to me with tears in her eyes. Noah, Save it, I interrupt. I don't want to hear another lie from you. Evelyn's shoulders slump. She opens the door, then hesitates. I did love you once. I'm sorry it ended like this. I say nothing, watching as she walks out of our home and out of my life. As the door closes behind her, I sink to the floor, my legs no longer able to support me. The anger that sustained me drains away, leaving nothing but a hollow ache in my chest. Tears burn in my eyes, but I refuse to let them fall. Not for her. Not anymore. I don't know how long I sit there, surrounded by the shattered remains of my marriage. But as the first light of dawn creeps through the windows, I make a decision. This isn't over. Evelyn and Jason might think they've won, that they can just walk away from the wreckage they've created. But they're wrong. I pull out my phone, dialing the familiar number. It rings twice before Ben picks up, his voice groggy with sleep. Noah, what's going on? I take a deep breath, steeling my resolve. I need your help. We're going to make them pay. There's a pause. Then Ben's voice comes back, fully alert now. I'm listening. As I begin to outline my plan, a grim satisfaction settles over me. Evelyn and Jason thought they were so clever, so superior, but they have no idea what's coming. The game has changed. And this time, I'm the one making the rules. The sun's barely up when Ben arrives at my place, a determined look on his face. You look like hell, Ben says, stepping inside. I manage a weak chuckle. Feel worse. Coffee. Please. Strong as you can make it. In the kitchen, I fumble with the coffee maker. Thanks for coming so early. Ben leans against the counter. Of course. So what's the plan? I pour 2 mugs, sliding one to Ben. That's why you're here. I need your help. I'm all ears, Ben says, taking a sip. But Noah, are you sure about this? Revenge isn't always the answer. I grip my mug tighter. You didn't hear her last night, Ben. The things she said. I can't let them get away with this. Ben nods slowly. All right. Where do we start? Jason, I say, we need to know everything about him. His past, his habits, his weaknesses. I can do some digging, Ben offers. Might take a few days, though. I shake my head. We don't have days. I need to act fast before they realize I'm up to something. Ben raises an eyebrow. What are you thinking? I'm thinking we need to catch them off guard. Make them think they've won. How? I take a deep breath. I'm going to ask Evelyn to come back. Tell her I want to work things out. Ben nearly chokes on his coffee. Are you insane? After what she did. It's the last thing they'll expect, I explain. While she thinks everything's fine, we'll be gathering evidence against both of them. Evidence of what? Ben asks. Anything we can use. Their affair, sure, but there's got to be more. No one's this arrogant without skeletons in their closet. Ben nods slowly. Okay, I see where you're going with this. But Noah, this is dangerous territory. Are you sure you can handle having her back here? I clench my jaw. I'll manage. It's only temporary. All right, Ben sighs. I'll start digging into Jason's background. You focus on Evelyn. But promise me one thing. What's that? Don't lose yourself in this, Noah. Revenge can consume you if you're not careful. I force a smile. I'll be fine. This is about justice, not revenge. Ben doesn't look convinced, but he nods. Okay, let's get to work. Over the next few hours, we outline our plan. Ben will use his contacts to investigate Jason, while I focus on documenting Evelyn's movements and conversations. One more thing, I say as Ben's about to leave. We need cameras. Hidden ones. Ben frowns. In the house? Noah, that's a bit much, don't you think? I need proof, I insist. Hard evidence that'll hold up if this goes south. After a moment's hesitation, Ben agrees. I know a guy. Discreet. Reliable. I'll set it up tomorrow while you're at work. As I close the door behind him, a mix of anticipation and dread settles in my stomach. There's no turning back now. I pull out my phone, staring at Evelyn's number. It's time to set the trap. The phone rings 3 times before Evelyn picks up. No. Her voice is hesitant, wary. Hey, I force warmth into my tone. Can we talk? A pause. About what? Us. I've been thinking. Maybe we acted too hastily last night. Oh, the surprise in her voice is evident. What do you mean? I take a deep breath, steeling myself. I mean, maybe we should try to work things out. Go to couples therapy or something. Another long pause. Noah, are you sure? After what I said. We've been together for 5 years, Evelyn. That has to count for something, right? I can practically hear the wheels turning in her head. I don't know what to say. Say you'll come home. I push. We can talk face to face, figure this out together. Okay, she says finally. I'll come home. We can talk. Great, I manage. See you soon. As soon as I hang up, I rush to the bathroom and retch, the bile rising in my throat. The thought of her coming back, of having to pretend everything's okay. It's almost too much, but I force myself to focus. This is all part of the plan. I need to stay strong. An hour later, there's a tentative knock at the door. I open it to find Evelyn standing there, looking smaller and more vulnerable than I've ever seen her. Hi, she says softly. Come in. I step aside, letting her pass. We stand awkwardly in the living room, neither sure what to say. Finally, Evelyn breaks the silence. Noah, I'm so sorry. What I said last night, I didn't mean it. I was scared and lashing out hand. I hold up a hand, cutting her off. Let's not rehash last night. We both said things we regret. What matters is where we go from here. Evelyn nods, relief evident on her face. So, couples therapy. Yeah, I force a smile. I think it could help. We've got a lot to work through. Okay, she agrees quickly. When do we start? I'll make some calls tomorrow. See who's available. Evelyn takes a step closer, reaching for my hand. It takes every ounce of willpower not to flinch away. "Thank you, Noah," she says, her eyes shining with unshed tears, "for giving us another chance. I promise I'll end things with Jason. It's over, I swear." I nod, not trusting myself to speak. Evelyn mistakes my silence for emotion and pulls me into a hug. Over her shoulder, my eyes narrow. If she thinks it's this easy, she's in for a rude awakening. Later that night, as Evelyn sleeps in the guest room, I meet Ben in a nearby park. "How'd it go?" he asks. "She bought it," I report. "Hook, line, and sinker." Ben nods approvingly. "Good. I've got some intel on Jason. You're not gonna believe this." He hands me a file, and as I flip through it, my eyes widen. He's done this before. Multiple times. Yep. Seems our boy Jason has a habit of seducing married women, then blackmailing them for money. He's careful, though. Never leaves a trail. A cold smile spreads across my face. Until now. This is perfect, Ben. We can use this. "What's your next move?" Ben asks. I think for a moment. We need to create some chaos in Jason's life. Make him sloppy. How? His girlfriend. I say. Lisa, right? We tip her off anonymously about his infidelities. Watch his world start to crumble. Ben looks impressed. Devious. I like it. Want me to make the call? I shake my head. No, I'll do it. You focus on gathering more evidence. We need everything we can get. As we part ways, I feel a surge of energy. The pieces are falling into place. Soon, Evelyn and Jason will learn the true meaning of betrayal. Weeks pass, and I settle into a nauseating routine of playing the forgiving husband. Evelyn and I attend couples therapy, where I bare my soul about feeling neglected and insecure. It's not entirely an act. These feelings are real, just buried beneath a mountain of anger and resentment. Evelyn, for her part, seems genuinely remorseful. She's attentive, affectionate, always trying to make amends. If I didn't know better, I might actually believe she's changed. But I do know better. The hidden cameras Ben installed have captured more than one hushed phone conversation with Jason. Their affair might be on hold, but it's far from over. One evening, as we're finishing dinner, I decide to set the next phase of my plan in motion. I've been thinking, I say casually. Maybe we should have a party. Evelyn looks up, surprised. A party? What for? I shrug. To celebrate us, I guess. Show everyone we're working things out. Plus, it might be good for you to reconnect with our friends. You've been pretty isolated lately. She hesitates, then nods. That actually sounds nice. When were you thinking? How about next weekend? Nothing too fancy, just a casual get-together. Evelyn smiles, reaching across the table to squeeze my hand. I'd like that. Thank you, Noah. I return the smile, ignoring the way my stomach churns. Of course. Oh, and why don't you invite some of your work friends? Like, what's his name? Jason. Her hand twitches in mine. Jason, are you sure? I nod, the picture of nonchalance. Why not? It's all water under the bridge now, right? Evelyn swallows hard. Right. Of course. I'll ask him. As soon as she leaves the room, I text Ben. It's on. Next Saturday. His reply comes quickly. Ready when you are. You sure about this? I stare at the message for a long moment before responding. Never been more sure of anything in my life. The next day, I put the final piece of my plan into action. Using some connections from my architecture firm, I set up a fake investment opportunity, a new development project that promises huge returns. I make sure word gets back to Jason through the office grapevine. As predicted, his greed gets the better of him. Within days, he's reaching out, practically begging to be let in on the deal. I string him along, dropping hints about the party. Why don't you come by? We can discuss the details in person. Jason agrees eagerly, not realizing he's walking right into my trap. The night before the party, I meet Ben at a seedy bar on the outskirts of town. You got everything? I ask. Ben nods, sliding a USB drive across the table. All here. Financial records, emails, recorded conversations. Jason's dirty laundry. Aired out for all to see. I pocket the drive, my hand shaking slightly. And Evelyn. Ben's expression softens. That's all there too. Every call, every text. You sure you want to go through with this? Noah? It's not too late to back out. I down my drink in one gulp, relishing the burn. No. They made their choice. Now they face the consequences. As I stand to leave, Ben grabs my arm. Just remember, Noah, once you do this, there's no going back. Make sure it's really what you want. I meet his gaze, my resolve hardening. What I want is justice. And tomorrow, that's exactly what I'll get. Walking home, I rehearse my speech for the party. By this time tomorrow, Evelyn and Jason's worlds will be shattered, just like they shattered mine. The day of the party arrives, and I'm a bundle of nerves disguised as the perfect host. Evelyn flits around the apartment, arranging flowers and straightening pillows. Nervous? I ask, watching her fuss with a vase for the third time. She forces a smile. A little. It's been a while since we've had everyone over. I nod, placing a hand on her shoulder. It'll be fine. Everyone's excited to see us back on track. The doorbell rings, and Evelyn jumps. I'll get it. As she rushes to the door, I slip into the study to check the setup one last time. The projector is ready, the USB drive securely in my pocket. I take a deep breath, steeling myself for what's to come. The apartment slowly fills with friends and colleagues. I play my part, laughing at jokes, refilling drinks, every inch the gracious host. But my eyes keep darting to the door, waiting. Finally, Jason arrives. He's swaggering, all smiles and charisma. Noah, great to see you, man. Thanks for the invite. I shake his hand, resisting the urge to break his fingers. Glad you could make it, Jason. Evelyn mentioned you might be busy. He laughs too loud. Never too busy for a party. Speaking of, where is the lovely Mrs. Jacobs? On cue, Evelyn appears at my side. Jason, you made it. I watched their interaction closely. To the casual observer, it might seem normal. But I catch the tiny flinch when Jason's hand lingers too long on Evelyn's arm. The way her eyes dart nervously to me. Well, I say brightly, now that everyone's here, how about a toast? Glasses are raised and I clear my throat. First, I want to thank you all for coming. It means the world to Evelyn and me to have your support. Murmurs of agreement ripple through the room. Evelyn beams at me, clearly thinking this is going exactly as planned. We've been through some rough times lately, I continue. But standing here now, I realize how lucky I am to have such wonderful friends, such a devoted wife. Evelyn's smile falters slightly at my tone. Good, she's starting to sense something's off. In fact, I say, raising my voice slightly, I thought we could play a little game. A slideshow of sorts to celebrate our journey together. What do you say, honey? Ready for a trip down memory lane? Before she can respond, I hit the remote in my pocket. The lights dim and the projector whirs to life. Noah. Evelyn's voice is uncertain. What are you doing? I turn to face her, my mask finally slipping. Just showing everyone the truth, dear. Isn't that what marriage is all about? Honesty. The first image flashes on the screen, Evelyn and Jason, locked in an embrace outside her office. The room goes deadly silent. What is this? Jason demands, stepping forward. I ignore him, clicking to the next slide. It's a series of text messages between them, explicit and damning. Noah, please, Evelyn whispers, her face ashen. We can talk about this. Oh, now you want to talk. I laugh bitterly. A bit late for that, don't you think? The slideshow continues, each image more incriminating than the last. Photos of their hotel rendezvous, records of Jason's past victims, financial documents showing his shady dealings. You're insane, Jason snarls, lunging for the projector. But Ben's there in an instant, restraining him with ease. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Ben growls. The police are already on their way. The room erupts into chaos. People are shouting, demanding explanations. Evelyn's collapsed onto the couch, sobbing. And me. I stand in the center of it all, a strange calm washing over me. Why? Evelyn chokes out, looking up at me with tear-filled eyes. Why did you do this? I kneel down in front of her, my voice low and cold. Because you broke me, Evelyn. You and your little boy toy over there thought you could play me for a fool. Well, congratulations. You succeeded. But now it's my turn to break you. The sound of sirens cuts through the commotion. As the police burst through the door, I stand up, brushing off my knees. Officers, I say calmly, I believe you'll find everything you need right here. As Jason is led away in handcuffs, shouting threats and obscenities, I turn back to Evelyn. Her makeup is streaked with tears, her body shaking with sobs. Get out, I tell her, my voice devoid of emotion. Your things are packed. Don't ever come back. She stumbles to her feet, looking around wildly at the stunned faces of our friends. Noah, please. I'm sorry. I'll do anything. Save it. I cut her off. You made your choice. Now live with it. As Evelyn flees the apartment, I face the room of shocked guests. I apologize for the dramatics, but I thought you all deserved to know the truth. Please, enjoy the rest of the party. I need some air. I step out onto the balcony. The cool night air a welcome relief. Ben joins me a moment later, handing me a glass of scotch. You okay? He asks quietly. I take a long sip, letting the liquor burn down my throat. I will be. As the sounds of the party fade behind us, I look out over the city lights. For the first time in months, I feel like I can breathe again. The aftermath of the party is a whirlwind of legal proceedings and media frenzy. I throw myself into it, determined to see this through to the bitter end. My lawyer, Sarah, sits across from me in her office, a stack of papers between us. Are you absolutely sure about this, Noah? The prenup is airtight. We could leave Evelyn with nothing. I nod, my jaw set. That's exactly what I want. She made her bed. Now she can lie in it. Sarah sighs, shuffling the papers. All right. I've drawn up the divorce papers as requested. Once served, Evelyn will have 30 days to respond. And Jason? I ask, leaning forward. What's happening with him? The evidence you provided was substantial, Sarah says, a hint of admiration in her voice. He's facing multiple charges of fraud, extortion, and blackmail. The DA is pushing for maximum sentencing. A grim satisfaction settles over me. Good. When can we serve Evelyn? We can do it today, if you'd like. Are you sure you don't want a process server to handle it? I shake my head. No. I want to do this myself. An hour later, I'm standing outside the cheap motel where Evelyn's been staying. My hand shakes slightly as I knock on the door. It opens a crack, and Evelyn's red-rimmed eyes peer out. When she sees it's me, she flings the door wide. Noah. Oh, thank God. I've been trying to call you. Please, can we talk? I hold up the envelope. There's nothing to talk about. These are divorce papers. You have 30 days to respond. Her face crumples. Noah, please. I know I messed up, but I love you. We can fix this. Fix this. I laugh harshly. You can't fix betrayal, Evelyn. You can't fix lies. She reaches for me, but I step back. I ended things with Jason. For real this time. I was happy with you, Noah. We were making progress. Making progress. I spit the words back at her. While you were still texting him behind my back. While you were planning your next rendezvous. Evelyn's eyes widen. How did you? Hidden cameras. I cut her off. In our home. Every conversation. Every secret phone call. I saw it all. She stumbles back, horror dawning on her face. You were spying on me this whole time. Ironic, isn't it? I say coldly. You betrayed my trust, so I betrayed yours. How does it feel, Evelyn, to have someone you love turn out to be a complete stranger? Tears stream down her face. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please, Noah, give me another chance. I'll do anything. For a moment, I waver. The broken woman before me bears little resemblance to the arrogant, cruel person who sneered at me that night. But then I remember the pain, the humiliation, and my resolve hardens. It's too late for sorry, I say, pushing the envelope into her hands. Goodbye, Evelyn. As I walk away, I hear her collapse to the ground, sobbing. I don't look back. Later that evening, I'm nursing a drink when my phone rings. It's Ben. You're not gonna believe this, he says without preamble. Jason just got arrested again. I sit up straighter. What? Why? Turns out our boy was into more than just seducing married women. The cops found evidence linking him to a major fraud ring. He's singing like a canary, trying to cut a deal. I let out a low whistle. Holy shit, did not see that coming. Ben chuckles. Yeah, well, karma's a bitch. Listen, the DA wants to talk to you. Apparently, your evidence helped crack this thing wide open. There might be a reward in it for you. I lean back, a slow smile spreading across my face. Well, isn't that interesting? As I hang up, I can't help but laugh. It seems the universe has a sense of humor after all. Months pass, and slowly, I start to rebuild my life. The divorce is finalized, leaving Evelyn with nothing but the clothes on her back. Jason's trial is a media sensation, exposing a web of corruption that reaches far beyond what I ever imagined. I throw myself into work, taking on more projects than ever. It's easier to focus on blueprints and deadlines than to dwell on the wreckage of my personal life. One sunny afternoon, I'm hunched over my desk when Sarah bursts into my office, waving a check. Noah, you're not going to believe this, she exclaims, slapping the check down in front of me. I blink at the number of zeros. What the hell is this? Sarah grins. That, my friend, is your reward from the FBI. Turns out the information you gathered on Jason helped them take down a massive financial crime syndicate. They're very grateful. I lean back in my chair, stunned. This is a lot of money. You earned it, Sarah says softly. After everything you've been through. I nod absently, still staring at the check. What am I supposed to do with all this? Sarah shrugs. Whatever you want. Take a vacation, donate to charity, start over somewhere new. The world's your oyster, Noah. As she leaves, I find myself at a crossroads. For so long, my life has been defined by anger and the need for revenge. Now that it's over, who am I? Weeks later, I'm sitting in a coffee shop, idly sketching building designs, when a voice interrupts my thoughts. Excuse me, is this seat taken? I look up to see a woman with kind eyes and a warm smile. Oh, no. Go ahead. She sits down, extending her hand. I'm Rachel. I couldn't help but notice your sketches. Are you an architect? I shake her hand, surprised by the spark of interest I feel. Yeah, I am. Noah Jacobs. Rachel's eyes light up. Noah Jacobs. I've seen your work in architecture today. Your designs are incredible. We fall into easy conversation, discussing favorite buildings and dream projects. For the first time in what feels like forever, I find myself genuinely enjoying someone's company. As Rachel gets up to leave, she hesitates. This might be too forward, but would you like to grab dinner sometime? I pause, memories of Evelyn flashing through my mind. But then I look at Rachel's open, honest face, and something inside me shifts. You know what? I'd like that, I say, surprising myself with how much I mean it. Rachel beams. Great. Here's my number. Call me. As she walks away, I feel a weight lift from my shoulders. The past will always be there, but maybe it's time to start looking towards the future. That night, I'm having drinks with Ben when my phone buzzes. It's a text from an unknown number. Noah, it's Evelyn. Please, can we talk? I'm desperate. I show the message to Ben, who raises an eyebrow. You gonna respond? I think for a moment, then delete the message. No, that chapter's closed. Ben nods approvingly. Good man. So tell me about this Rachel you mentioned. As I fill Ben in on my coffee shop encounter, I realize I'm smiling. It's small, and maybe a bit rusty, but it's there. The road ahead won't be easy. Trust doesn't come naturally anymore, and the scars from Evelyn's betrayal run deep. But for the first time in a long time, I feel hopeful. I raise my glass to Ben. To new beginnings. He clinks his glass against mine. To new beginnings, and to karma being a glorious bitch. We laugh, and as I take a sip of my drink, I silently toast to something else as well. To survival, to resilience, and to the knowledge that no matter what life throws at me, I'm strong enough to weather the storm. The future's uncertain, but one thing's for sure. I'm done letting the past define me. It's time to write a new chapter on my own terms. As I step out into the cool night air, I take a deep breath. The city stretches out before me, full of possibilities. And for the first time in a long time, I'm excited to see what comes next. Thanks to everyone who took the time to listen to today's stories. If you enjoyed it, please consider liking and subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share your thoughts on the events in the comments below. Take care.